Damn it, Klaus, why haven't you been able to locate my brother yet?
He's had Megan with him since last night.
Your Highness, I've told you.
I know. You've been doing everything humanly possible, scouring the city, interrogating Roland's men, but you still haven't been able to come up with anything yet, have you?
Please, try to understand.
I don't want to hear any more excuses. Klaus, I want results.
Is there anything else you can tell us about Miss Gordon's phone call? Anything that might give us a clue as to her whereabouts?
Well, yeah, she said she was at an inn.
Well, now, how much more of a clue do you want?
Prince Raymond, there are thousands of inns scattered throughout Mindora.
Do it, Klaus. I want Megan and Roland found.
Calm down, Raymond. I'm back. That will be all, Klaus. I said that will be all. Now, what's all the shouting about? Why were you picking on poor Klaus?
What the hell have you done with Megan?
Time for lunch.
That's what I think of your lunch.
I warned you about causing
I am
trouble.
warning you about keeping me locked up. I am the American ambassador to Mindora.
Yeah, so weird.
Okay, continue to laugh, but this is an international incident. If you don't let me go immediately.
Yeah, I'm shaking in my boots.
You can't do this to me. Who do you think you are? Let me out of here. You know you'll be laughing on the other side of your face when my government hears about this. Let me out of here.
Tony, would you mind not making so much noise?
How can you just sit there when we are being held against our will, huh?
You're new here. You'll get used to it. So how did Roland nab you?
Last night, his goons, they took me from the embassy. I don't know where they kept me till this morning because I was blindfolded. I swear you'll pay for this! Stop it! Shut up!
That's not going to help. It's your fault that we're in here anyway.
My fault?
Yes, your fault. Thanks to you, the two of us are going to spend a very long time here. Max, please don't give up on Gabrielle. She loves you.
She saw me, she screamed like it was some kind of monster. I won't do that to her again.
But you were going to marry her. You were going to spend the rest of your life with her.
My life with Gabrielle is over. My life in Landview is over. Get it through your head. It's time to move on.
You're not moving on. You're
I'll
running
I'll
away.
get out of the whole damn country if I have to. I can find some place where I can live in solitude. Some place where no soul will ever be frightened by this again.
Here's what to do when you don't find the rainbows in this time. Here's where you go when it looks like the rain won't end. Don't cry. I'll give you tomorrow. Let me be the one to share it with. And each day that follows, 'cause we only have one life to live.
One Life to Live, brought to you by Kleenex Huggies. No other diaper keeps your baby drier.
Max, listen to me.
You gotta help me. You gotta help me. You gotta loan me some money so I can get a plane ticket out of here, so I can start all over again, please. Look, I'll find a way to repay you.
I'm sorry. I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to let you turn into a recluse like
Then what
me.
am I supposed to become?
I told you, go back to Gabrielle.
So I can scare her to death.
You woke her up. She was groggy. It was dark. She didn't know what she was doing.
It was a natural reaction. She was horrified, the way my son will be, the way my sister will be, the way my friends will be. I can't go through that.
Be patient. Wait until Jared can do the skin grafts and you've healed. Then you can go back to Gabrielle. I know she'll have a better reaction.
What do you mean, go back to Gabrielle? Did you take Max to see his fiancée?
I'm sorry. I know I should have checked with you first.
Then why didn't you?
Because you weren't here, and I wanted Gabrielle to know that Max was alive. I didn't want her to suffer anymore. Please don't be mad with me.
Next time, check with me first.
I will, I promise.
So, Max, how are you feeling this morning?
How do you think I am feeling? Look at my face.
Jared, tell him. Tell him that you can do for him what you did for me.
As soon as the wounds are sufficiently healed, I'll be able to begin the skin grafts. It's a fairly simple
Cut the
procedure.
mumbo jumbo, Doc. Give it to me straight. You gonna be able to restore my face? You gonna be able to give me back what I once had? You gonna be able to make me look the way I used to look? Come on, Doc, tell me.
talk to you for a moment? Do you have a minute? I just came from my campaign office, and something important has come up.
Well, I have something very important to talk to you about, too.
Do you mind if I go first? It's just that it's been on my mind since last night. Now that I've finally taken care of it, or at least I think I've taken care
Well,
of
go
it.
ahead. Go ahead. What's bothering you?
Michael Grand is involved in Herb's campaign.
How do you know that?
Because I saw his campaign manager, Burke Winger, going to Michael's house last night, which is obvious to me now that Michael Grand is the one who's behind all this negative publicity I've been getting.
Didn't he try to work his way into your camp?
Yes, he did, and I turned him down flat. So the truce that we struck after Eterna was obviously tenuous at best.
Ah, so he's the one behind this smear campaign. So how have you taken care of it?
Well, Roger and I had a meeting with Michael this morning, decided to use a little ammunition of our own. We told Michael that if he didn't stop the mudslinging, we would let the public know what he was up to.
Did he back off?
Sort of. He said it would be a fair fight from now on. But the thing is, it was much too easy. He gave in so easily. And I'm just not sure that we can trust him to keep his word now.
Well, maybe this will confirm your doubts.
Candidate Buchanan, a bigamist?
Read it. It gets better.
When Victoria Buchanan chose Roger Gordon as her campaign manager, was it a savvy political move or merely a chance to be with her husband again? That's right, her husband. 26 years ago, they were married outside the underground city of Eterna. Of course, many of us have ex-spouses in our past, but the kicker in this case is that our would-be mayoress never bothered to divorce Roger Gordon before marrying her current hubby, Clint Buchanan. If she wins the election, which husband will stand by her as she's sworn in?
Put me down, Raymond. Not until you tell me what you've done with Megan. When we were kids, you used to try and shake the truth out of me. It didn't work then. It's not going to work now. If you don't let me go, you will never find out what has happened to your precious actress.
Now start talking.
All right. Now, just exactly what is it that you want to know? Where did you take Megan last night? And where is she now? Please, one question at a time. Ladies first.
Is Megan all right?
The last time I saw her, she was fine. Of course, she wasn't too happy about being thrown into a prison.
You put Megan in a prison?
Now,
let go of me, you
how am I supposed to answer any of your questions if you keep going for my throat? Let her go. Now, don't worry. Megan's not alone. She's got Dorian to keep her company.
You locked up the American ambassador?
I had to. It was part of the plan.
I knew you were up to something. I just didn't know what it was.
You know I've never been one to settle for second place. But you were always Father's favorite. He adored you. He doted on you. He spoiled you. And all because you were his precious heir to the throne.
Is that what you want, Roland? The crown of Mendora?
Yes. That's what I want. I've wanted it ever since I realized what it had to offer. Authority, position, power. I want it all, Raymond. And I'm going to get it.
How?
Well, unfortunately, I can't simply kill you for it.
Well, if that were possible, I'm sure you would have done it long ago.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. But were you assassinated, that would simply send the crown up for election. And I know I would never win in a popular vote.
I wonder why.
So I had to devise a plan. Something clever and foolproof. I've had years to develop it. And then when you lost your sight, well, that just made my job that much easier.
Too bad you had to put such a strain on your limited mental abilities.
Oh, slash away, Raymond. It won't change the fact that my plan is about to be realized. And you play a vital part in it. Oh, don't look so surprised. You didn't really think that I would urge such a captivatingly beautiful young woman to come to Mendora just to give my brother therapy.
Believe me, it didn't take a genius to figure out you were up to no good.
Oh, well, then you're to be congratulated for your cleverness. And you are to be congratulated as well. You're going to marry a prince.
Okay, I'll give it to you straight, Max. I'm not sure I can make you look the way you did.
Big surprise.
When your wounds are healed more, when I can determine if the burns are second or third degree, then I'll be able to give you a more definite prognosis.
And what if most of them are third degree?
Then I can't guarantee a complete restoration.
I know it.
Max, please.
No, forget it. He's not a miracle man.
Yes, he is. I told you after the plane crash, my face was severely burned. And after Jared did the skin grafts, my face wasn't the same. It was better. And I know we can do as good a job on you.
Your surgery went exceptionally well. The skin grafts took beautifully. Max, I can't promise you the same. If you want, you can get a second opinion.
But you won't find a better doctor than Jared. And he hasn't ruled out the possibility of a complete recovery, have you?
No. I just don't want to get Max's hopes up.
But he has to think positively. You have to have faith.
Oh, yes. I've been down that road. I thought finally everything had come together for me. I thought finally I was going to marry the woman I love. I was going to give my son the family he always needed. Oh, yeah, I was thinking real positive about everything. My faith was right up there with the best of them. And you know what I got out of it? I got this!
I know that things feel hopeless for you.
Yeah, no kidding.
Jared, could I talk to him alone, please? I might be able to calm him down.
Yes. All right. I'll be back.
Max.
Leave me alone.
Max, I know the pain you're feeling is horribly strong, but if you could try to get past that and talk to me, tell me about the happy times of your life. Tell me about the happy, loving times you had with Gabrielle. I'd like to hear about it. Please? Please tell me.
You know, I am not taking the blame for this one. This scheming megalomaniac Roland is the one who put us in here.
Well, that's certainly not how you described him to the American press not too long ago. Or don't you remember trashing his brother and praising Roland? Roland stooge, that's all you've been right from the start.
All right. I made a mistake.
A mistake? You set up my sister. You helped get Roland in power, and then you get us stuck in here, and all you can say is, oh, I'm sorry, I made a mistake.
I admit it. Roland took advantage of my naivete.
Oh, your naivete, please, give me a break.
Well, I am not going to let him get away with it. Matter of fact, I am going to drag him into international court. I am going to have him exiled. What are you laughing about?
You! You embarrass yourself, you embarrass our country by making yourself Roland's patsy, and yet you still have this way of turning it around so that you look like you're in control. You're not naive, you were stupid to let Roland take advantage of you. And now you have to pay for it, and we have to pay for it. Thanks.
And you are going to stand there and tell me that it was smart to let Roland take you for a drive last night, huh? You want to talk about stupid? Let's talk about stupid.
Excuse me, but I knew what he was up to. I went with him because I thought I could get him to open up to me.
And did you?
Yes. I happen to have gotten a little something out of him.
Well, Megan, don't tease me. What is it? What is he up to?
Quite figured it out yet. Roland wouldn't explain it to me, although I tried to get him to.
Explain what? What did he say?
That soon Sarah was going to become the Queen of Mandora.
Queen of Mandora? Are you absolutely sure he said that?
Yes.
I mean, that doesn't make any sense. How could she possibly become the Queen of Mandora?
Me? Marry you? You have to be totally flipped out if you think for one instant I would consider marrying you.
My dear Sarah, you got the wrong prince. It's not me you're going to marry.
It's me. That's your plan, isn't it, Roland? I marry a commoner, which means I'll have to abdicate. And that's the only way you can get your hands on the crown, isn't it?
I told you it was a clever plan.
There's only one problem. It won't work.
Oh, why? What? Well, I'm sure the two of you will get along perfectly if you only give it a chance.
Do you actually think that I'm going to play along with this charade just so that you can inherit the crown?
Oh, not out of the goodness of your heart, no. But knowing what's in your heart, knowing how you feel about Megan, I think you'll play along.
So that's why you locked her up? To use her against me?
I wish it could have been different. I wish I could have just had you marry Megan. But I know you better than that. I know you would have never gone through with it. You're far too dedicated to Mendora, to the throne, to follow your own heart. That's why you left her in the United States, isn't it? That's why you refused to allow her to come here to see you.
I refused because I knew she'd be in danger.
Well, be that as it may. Sarah is the perfect candidate. The therapist and her patient is much more romantic and palatable than the prince and the showgirl. Don't you think?
I don't think you want to know what I'm thinking.
I won't do it, Roland. I won't hurt a lot of innocent people.
But you will hurt a lot of innocent people if you don't. Yes, Raymond, I'm dead serious. If you don't marry Sarah, her sister and Dorian will die.
Roland, you can't do that. There are...
What about it, Raymond? Are you going to marry Sarah, or are you going to have Dorian and Megan's blood on your hands? I want an answer. Are you going to marry Sarah?
I'll consider it. On one condition.
You're in no position to be making demands.
And you're in no position to have your plans fail at this point, so if you want an answer, you'll do as I ask.
What do you want?
I want to talk to Megan.
Well, I came as soon as I got your message. Oh, hello, Clint. You said it was urgent?
No, it's a disaster.
Something happened to Megan or Sarah?
No, it has nothing to do with them. I'm sorry, I should have made my message clearer.
And you haven't been able to get through to Mendora either?
No, but the whole town of Landview has heard from Dean Stella.
What are you talking about?
See for yourself.
Quite a ringing endorsement of Vicky, isn't it, Roger?
Damn Michael, Grand, and Berkwinger. I mean, what happened, Victoria? I thought we had an understanding that Michael agreed not to sling any more mud.
Well, I think he did that to appease us. What baffles me is I don't understand how they found out we were married.
That's what those people are paid to do, Vicky.
But nobody knew about it except you and Roger and me and Megan.
Oh, and the lawyer who drew up the annulment papers.
Oh, you don't think that he...
Oh, come on, it wouldn't be the first time something like that has happened. I mean, a midnight raid, a jimmied locker, too. More than one political career has been sabotaged with a commando raid.
Well, in that case, I say we fight back and publish that open letter to the public.
What open letter?
The one that I told you about, the one Roger and I wrote that we used to get Michael to back down.
Yeah, and since he's obviously up and slinging the mud, we have no choice but to do that.
No, Roger. No. I never had any intention of publishing that letter, and I won't do it now. I only wanted to scare Michael.
Yes, but he called our bluff, so now we have to play our trump card.
No! I'm not going to stoop to his level.
But Victoria...
I am sorry. I will not publish the letter.
Fine. Well, then how are we going to fight this garbage disguised as journalism?
I have appealed to the voters before. When the newspaper printed that picture of you and me together, I called a press conference then. I will do the same now. I will call a press conference, and I will be...
Mrs. Buchanan, there's a telephone call for you on the phone in the study. The caller says he's a reporter from the Chronicle and he'd like a statement concerning a headline in that dreadful National Intruder.
Look, I'll take it for you.
No, it's all right. I can handle it. Well, I said I would appeal to the voters. I might as well start now. Excuse me, I'll be right back. Thank you.
Congratulations, Roger. You've done it again.
Done what?
Well, you've humiliated my wife and you've made a public joke out of my marriage.
Do you really want to hear about my life?
Yeah, the good things. It'll make you know what's really important.
Gabrielle, that's the most important thing to me.
Well, tell me about her. Tell me about your relationship. How'd you meet?
We met in Argentina on her father's ranch.
Argentina.
Yeah. I loved Argentina. We were each out horseback riding when we ran across each other, and we started talking. And I knew right away that she was something special. She was such a sweet, innocent young girl. Oh, she tried to deny it. She tried to say she was something else. First time we made love. She tried to deny it, but I knew I was the first man she'd ever been with. Then I went to Landview. I didn't realize she was pregnant with my son until she followed me. And then soon enough, I found out that Al was my son.
Did you get back together then?
No. No, we went our separate ways for a while. But she was always there. She always loved me. She always believed in me. She always believed in us and hoped for us. And I just couldn't see it. Then when she went to trial, I finally realized that I had always loved her. But by then, she thought that she was bad for me and that her love would eventually destroy me. So she ran off to a convent.
No.
No. I took her out. And right there in a field, in the middle of the night, in the middle of winter, we reconfirmed our love for each other. And then we finally came together. We found a little country inn. We ran in out of the rain, and we lit a fire, and we danced, and we laughed, and we made love all night. And then I asked her to be my wife. And she said yes. Yes. We were so happy. All we needed was a license and wedding rings, and that's why I got in that car. That damned car. That damn car that took away everything I had in my life. The damn car that took away the one woman that could ever make me happy. Gabrielle.
She can still do that.
No.
I know she.
No. It's over now. It's over for good. It's over.
Don't say that. After all you and Gabrielle have been through, she'll love you no matter what you look like.
You think so? Look at me. Look at me. Could you love this? Could you love this face?
Don't bother trying to figure out where we are. You'd never find it in 100 years. Move, Raymond. We don't want to keep the ladies waiting.
So now you're going to say that this article in The Intruder is all my fault, is that it?
I don't have to say anything. You know that the blame rests squarely on your shoulders.
And just how do you figure that?
Oh, come on, Roger. You're the one who married Vicky when she was 17. You're the one who never bothered to get an annulment after you got out of Eterna.
You know, you always seem to forget, and conveniently, I might add, that Victoria's memory of me and the marriage had been wiped out of her mind by her father. Now, what was I supposed to do? Go up and knock at her front door and say, hello, you don't know me, but would you sign these annulment papers? I'm your husband, Roger Gordon.
Why not? It would have been the honorable thing to do.
Look, Clint, this is getting us nowhere. The past is over and done with.
Like hell it is. It's staring us right in the face, Roger. From the front page of the biggest rag sheet in this town. Now, I saw this coming. Why didn't you? If you had really cared about Vicky and her family, you would have spared her that embarrassment. And just what is that little smirk supposed to mean?
Oh, well, just that I was wrong before, that you're the one who's to be congratulated. Not me.
Me for what?
for achieving what you set out to do. I knew you were up to something. I even told Victoria that.
Well, why don't you tell me so we'll all know?
Well, it's simple. That little turnaround of yours when you showed up at the press conference to give Victoria your support, that was just a ploy. You wanted to be in a position to say, I told you so. You couldn't wait for an article like this to come along.
Oh, you couldn't be more wrong.
Oh, come on, Clint. You were just longing for this chance. You were just waiting for a chance to blame poor old Roger for screwing up again. Just waiting for the chance to prove to Victoria that she belongs with you and not to me.
Well, you're damn straight she belongs with me. She's my wife.
Face it, Clint, as far as you're concerned, this campaign isn't between Herb Callison and your wife. This campaign is between you and me, and the winner gets Victoria all to himself.
Why are you hesitating? What's the matter? Does it make you sick? Huh? Come on. Tell me the truth. Come on, tell me the truth. Could you love this disgusting thing?
I don't think you're disgusting.
Well, then look at it. Obviously, you're not taking a good look.
I am. And do you know what I see? I see a man in anguish. And I feel for you deeply.
Oh, great. You can pity me, but you can't
Max!
I don't want anyone's pity.
Listen to me. You are a strong, decent, caring man. I saw that when you were talking about Gabrielle. I saw how deeply you love her. And it's your ability to love deeply and so completely that will make you attractive to those who care about you.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Yes, I do. Believe me, I do. You are not a monster. You proved that. You showed me you have a heart and a soul. And that's an inner beauty that always shines through. An inner beauty that any woman can love.
You just don't get it, do you? I don't want just any woman. I want Gabrielle. Do you hear me? I want Gabrielle!
Dorian, we've been over this 100 times. I'm getting a headache.
And we are going to sit here and continue to go over it until we figure out what Roland is up to and what he meant when he said that Sarah was going to become Queen of Mendora. Oh, just what we need, another visit from the goon squad.
Raymond!
Raymond, I am so glad you're here to
Listen
save
to
us.
me,
I mean, I
both
am
of you.
so sorry. I didn't
Shut
know
up,
about
Dorian.
Roland. Would have...
Okay, look. Let's just talk about this when we get out of here. Let's go.
I'm sorry, but nobody is going anywhere.
Raymond, why don't you just order this man out of our way?
I can't do that, Megan.
What do you mean you can't do that? Why? What's going on?
Give me some time alone with Megan. Please.
Since you ask so nicely. Come along, Dorian.
Don't you touch me,
Dorian,
weasel.
please. He won't hurt you. I just want to talk with Megan alone. Please go with him.
All right.
Raymond, if you're not here to help us, then why have you come? And why is Roland acting as if he's still in control?
Because he is.
What?
Oh, Megan. If only you hadn't come to Mendora. If only I could see. If only Roland had never been born.
Stop. Just start from the beginning and tell me what's going on.
Well, first of all, what I've suspected for some time is true. Roland is after the throne.
How? By keeping Dorian and me hostage?
Well, he knows that threatening you was the only way he can force me to marry Sarah. And because she's a commoner, I'll have to abdicate.
And then he'll become king.
That's his plan.
Well, if he thinks he's going to get away with that, he's got another thing coming to him.
Megan, let me take care
No,
of that
I know
traitor.
that I can do
Megan,
something-
please, I promise I will. And then I'll get you and Dorian out of here. And you and your sister you just won't have to suffer anymore. Megan, I am so sorry that you have to go through this. And I swear, if it's the last thing I do, I'll make it up to you.
Well, does Sarah know about Roland's plan?
She does. And naturally, she's very upset. She doesn't want to go through with this thing any more than I do. But he's holding your life, as well as Dorian's, over our heads.
Scum. Well, maybe he can pressure Sarah into marrying you, but he's forgotten about one thing.
What's that?
Beau Buchanan. I'm telling you, once he hears about this... Oh, God. The telephones are out. Sarah hasn't been able to contact him.
Which Roland is obviously behind.
No, this is ridiculous. There's no reason to panic. There's something that we've got to be able to do about this. All right, look. Go and marry Sarah. Then Roland will have to let me and Dorian go free. Then the two of you can expose him, slap him in jail, annul the marriage. You'll get your kingdom back. Sarah will be with Beau. Everyone will be living happily ever after.
One small problem.
What?
I'm sure that Roland has already come up with the same scenario, which means to protect himself and to keep the crown, he'll have to silence all of us after the wedding ceremony.
Well, you don't think that he would...
No, Megan. Everything's going to be all right. I promise. Somehow, some way, I'm going to put an end to all this before the wedding takes place. Trust me.
Time's up, Raymond. I'm taking you back to your bride-to-be. I'm sure she misses her future husband already.
Everything's going to be all right.
I said time's up!
Raymond, where are you going? Aren't you going to stop
Dorian,
this
I'm
madness? That's it. I'm sorry, Dorian.
Just shut up, Dorian! Raven is just as much a victim in all of this as we are. God, I think I felt better when I didn't know about all of this, and I didn't know what was happening. Now that I do, I'm just scared for Raymond and for Sarah and for you and me.
I know. I'm scared, too.
Interesting little theory, Roger. But I'm afraid you got it backwards.
Have I?
Yeah. You know, you're the one who tried to use the campaign. I have to admit, it was a pretty neat little plan on your part. You know, first you bring up Vicky's name to a committee of concerned citizens who are looking for a candidate, then you talk her into running.
Victoria accepted the nomination because she was following her own conscience.
Bull! She was following your lead. You knew it then, and you know it now. Only the one thing you didn't know was that this whole little plan of yours, this little underhanded scheme, was going to backfire on you. You think Vicky is going to stick by you now? Roger, you're a political liability to her at this time. But I wouldn't worry about it. I mean, what the hell, you can still get a job with Herb Callison, stuffing his envelopes.
You're really loving this, aren't you? Thinking you've gotten everything that you want.
No, that isn't true. I never wanted Vicky to be publicly humiliated like this. That's why I didn't want her to run in the first place, Roger. And if you think this article is going to be the end of it, that the worst isn't yet to come, then you're even a bigger fool than I thought you were.
I think I got the reporter from the Chronicle to understand about the bigamy issue. I explained that my marriage to Roger was never legal and that the annulment was merely a personal necessity. I think he understood it, but just in case, I was thinking it'd be nice to get Beau to give me some airtime on WB. What have you two been discussing while I was gone?
Nothing. We were just discussing strategy, how to fight this latest setback. But that's a great idea about getting airtime. I'll go right now and talk to Beau about it.
I can do it.
No, I'll handle it. I think it's time I left anyway.
I'll walk you out.
You want Gabrielle? Go ahead. Yell your lungs out. Yell it so much until you believe it. And keep yelling until you're convinced that you have the courage so Jerry can work on you. Go ahead. Say it. Say it.
God, I want her.
But you're afraid?
Yes.
I know. I was afraid too. But you know what? I'm going to promise you something. That while Jared is taking care of your face, taking care of you physically, I'll be taking care of you emotionally. I'll be here for you to talk to. I'll be here to encourage you and reassure you.
Why? Why are you willing to do this for me?
Because I hope I can do for you what I haven't been able to do for myself. Send you back into the world, back to your life.
And what if I can't do it either?
Oh, you will. You will.
Was there something wrong before when I came back in the room?
No.
I had the feeling I walked into the middle of an argument.
Well, you didn't.
Clint, you could feel the frost in the air. Please, tell me what happened.
Nothing happened. Roger and I were simply discussing the article.
Mom? Dad? Kevin, Joey, we're in here. What are you two doing home from school?
Some of the kids showed us the article in the intruder. They were teasing us about you being a bigamist, Mom.
What's a bigamist?
Well, it must be bad, Joey, or else the other kids wouldn't have made such a big deal out of it. Are you a bigamist? What is it?
Look, Kevin, it's a little hard to understand.
What your mom is trying to say is that it isn't true. She is not a bigamist.
Yeah, but what is it?
Well, Joey, a bigamist is when a person... A bigamist is a person who marries another person and then marries another person without divorcing the first one.
Well, they said that first one was Roger Gordon. Is that true? Were you married to Roger?
Kevin, honey...
Yes. They were married a long time ago, and for a very short time. But when they were married, they were in love and they were committed to each other. But when they separated, then that bond between them was broken.
But they were married.
Well, yes and no. You see, their marriage was never really legal.
So Mom isn't a bigamist?
Of course not. Now, when your mom married me, she was truly committed to me. And truly committed to you. And our marriage is legal. It's perfectly legal in the eyes of God and in the eyes of the law. And we were truly committed to each other. And that's the truth.
That's right, Max. Let it work on you. You need your sleep to get back your strength for the operations.
Yes, strength.
I don't know what you said to him, but I'm glad you got him to agree to the operations. With a little bit of luck, I'll be able to do a good job on him.
I know you will.
He's had a tiring day. I think we should leave him alone, let him get his rest.
Yeah. Could I stay with him a few minutes?
All right, but not too long. I've got to get back to the hospital. I'll call you later.
Max? Leave me. You'll survive this. And you won't be alone, I promise. And you will be loved.
We're gonna get out of here, you know. Raymond said that he would take care of Roland before he made him marry Sarah.
And what if he doesn't?
He will. We just have to believe that.
Well, you can believe whatever you want. I am not hanging around, sitting here and waiting for him.
So what are you suggesting?
I suggest that we try and find a way out of this place.
Dorian, we are locked up in a tower on top of a castle in the middle of a bunch of mountains. Now, do you really think that Roland would have put us here if he thought we could get out?
You know something, my dear. I have gotten out of tighter jams than this. All we really need is a lot of brains and a little brawn. You could take care of the brawn if you like.
Oh, gee, thanks.
Merely a suggestion. Now, if you want to wait for your white knight to sweep you away and rescue you, fine. If you'd like to help me, that's okay, too. It's your choice.
All right. I'm in. Raymond, thank God you're all right. For a minute, I thought maybe Roland might...
Sarah, I resent the implication.
Don't worry, Sarah, I'm fine.
Is Megan all right?
Yes, she's all right, too. And it's up to us to make sure that she stays that way, and Dorian as well.
What exactly do you mean?
That we have no choice. That we have to do everything that Roland tells us. That we have to go through with his marriage.
Raymond, I have no intention of going through...
It's the only hope we have of keeping Megan and Dorian alive.
But I'm already...
Sarah, we have no choice.
He's right. Thank you for your cooperation. Now we can get on to the next step.
What next step?
By announcing your wedding plans to the world. But there is one small detail that Sarah must take care of first. Your fiancé back in the United States.
What about Bo?
I need you to write a Dear John letter. Or a Dear Bo letter, if you prefer.
Well, this is crazy because Bo will never believe that I've thrown him over for someone else.
I suggest that you make him believe it. But don't you care whether your sister lives or dies?
Dear Bo, what I'm about to tell you will be very painful.
Tomorrow, the God Squad gets some heavenly help from a guardian angel on For the Doubting Mysteries. Then a greenhorn and company greed puts the young riders at risk. Tomorrow, all starting at 8, 7 Central. Coming up, Lucy's out of patience, and it's time to take matters into her own hands. Stay tuned for General Hospital, following an ABC News brief next.